Hey, everybody. This is your daily dose of all things royal. Welcome back, my gorgeous, good looking friends. So, here in America, Life and Style magazine claims to have Catherine's untold story. Like, does anybody believe that Catherine would give her story to Life and Style? Let's take a look and see who's behind this. Kate sets the record straight. And of course, we have that evil little cloud chasing goblin staring in the corner there. Could it be the PR team of a certain duo here in the United States behind this particular article? There's a possibility, anything to keep them relevant and tied to the royal brand, but let's keep an open mind and see what it says. The article begins. The comments were brutal. On October 3rd, Prince William and Princess Kate, again, this should be a dead giveaway that this is by you know who, Princess Catherine headed to Wales to mark Britain's Black History Month for the first time since it began in 1987, and their critics had a field day on social media. Well, who were those critics? They were the Sugars, as well as those that Meghan and Harry had paid to attack them. Let's not forget that. They couldn't even support the only person of color in their own family, one commenter wrote on X, formerly Twitter. A clear reference to the lasting feud between the couple and Prince Harry and his wife, Meghan Markle. Another person alleged there's very little Willie and Kate can do to convince anyone that they care about Black History Month when they directly enabled abuse of Meghan. Yet another shaded the couple by urging them to reach out to Meghan and her children, Archie and little Betty, for Black History Month. Start there. Well, if that doesn't give it away as to where this article came from, you know that this is the Sussex PR machine in full on gaslighting the public mode. Catherine's faced criticism for more than 2 decades now, but it's getting harder to keep calm and carry on. While she isn't the type of person to go off, Catherine is at her wits' end. She's tired of all the lies, says a royal source, explaining that on top of the latest accusations, it hurts that she's been called everything from a bully to a social climber to a scorned wife. Though she'd never go public with her feelings like Harry and Meghan have done in TV interviews, a Netflix docuseries, and a memoir, the source adds, she's been confiding in friends about what's really happened. She wants to set the record straight. Now, anybody believe this tripe? Seriously, all the things that have been labeled on Catherine are exactly what had been labeled on Meghan. So, who do you think this article came from? Also, let's talk about this book that's coming up in November called Endgame by Ahmed Scabies. Let's not forget that there's going to be some bombshells in there, and I wouldn't doubt that this is all starting to tee up for the release of this book. I will bet and put money on this that we're going to find little parts of this book in which they might allude to Catherine being a racist and a bully and all the things that they're setting this up to be. Watch. This is what I'm predicting is going to happen. Anyhow, continuing on. Lingering frustrations, tensions with Meghan and Harry remain a pressure point for Catherine. She was accused of bullying Meghan, 42, out of the royal fold after the former actress told the world in a bombshell 2021 CBS interview that Kate made her cry. The circumstances? They had a clash over the fit of a bridesmaid's dress for Princess Charlotte, 8, in the run up to Meghan and Harry's 2018 wedding. Harry, 39, only added fuel to the fire when he expanded on the incident in his book Spare in January and shared more stories claiming Catherine, 41, was uneasy about Meghan from the start after realizing she was going to be compared to and forced to compete with Meg. The anecdotes were hurtful. Catherine thinks Meghan was very petty to bring up the crying story. She told friends that Meghan is super sensitive and needs a backbone, says the source, noting that Catherine still hasn't forgiven her sister in law for sharing such a private moment. Catherine was called a bully because of what Meghan shared. Catherine's not a bully. That's why she still refuses to take Meghan's calls. Sorry, Megs, as much as you want to flip this story around of Catherine being the bully, everyone knows that it's you who was the actual bully. And to go on the Oprah Winfrey Live Fest interview to go ahead and make yourself look so petty and stupid just brings out your evil and pettiness that much more when you read this article. Catherine has a long memory, though she'll always publicly show respect for her husband's stepmother, Queen Camilla, 76, privately, says the source. Camilla doesn't get a pass either. Catherine will never forgive Camilla for snubbing her for thinking she wasn't good enough for William, 41, in the early days of their romance. What horseshit is this? Catherine already had to face that from the British media when she and sibling Pippa Middleton, 40, were called the Wisteria Sisters after the climbing vine by acquaintances of the royal family after William fell for Kate in college in 2001. She didn't appreciate the then future king's wife gossiping about her, too, says the source. Untold resolve. More recently, efforts to make her the scorned wife have grated on Catherine, says the source. In 2019, William was caught up in a cheating scandal as allegations surfaced, claiming he'd been unfaithful with Catherine's good friend Rose Hanbury, 39. Well, we all know where those rumors started. Allegedly, it was Rochelle who was the one that started this because she was so jealous of the happy marriage that William and Catherine had. So obviously, this little shit stirrer had to do this and get her friend Giles Corrin to go ahead and tweet something silly and stupid that now is taken off and given fuel by the Sussex squids. Anyhow, continuing on. To make matters worse, it was claimed he stepped out on his wife while she was pregnant with Prince Louis, 5. The Rose Hanbury drama is another topic that infuriates Catherine. Of course, it would infuriate Catherine because they know who the person was that started this. And this is another reason why Catherine will not speak to Meghan ever again. She'd love it if she never heard Rose's name again. Well, isn't that a lie? Friends say Catherine is very secure in her relationship with William, and it's beneath her to even address the other woman nonsense that her detractors try to use against her. Catherine often wishes she could fight back more vocally, but her inner circle know the truth, says the source, and she trusts that they will have her back amid whatever drama pops up. According to her pals, the Princess of Wales understands that she'll one day be queen, so is focused on honoring the promise she made to William and to the monarchy when they tied the knot in 2011. Catherine will always put duty above all else, assures the source, even when faced with lies. Well, we all know who is doing the lying. I fear we're going to see more of these kinds of stories over the next couple of weeks here in the United States because I believe that this is planting the seeds of what's to come in this game changer book to be released in November. And I will bet that Megan is going to continue pushing these lies that she told in the Oprah interview to make it appear that yes, the family was racist towards her, and the person that was racist was Catherine, because we all know the jealous bitch cannot stand to see or will try everything that she can to make sure that William and Catherine never ascend to the throne. In my opinion, Meghan and Harry are so predictable, and the envy and jealousy that these two have, you can see what they're doing. You can see how they try to compete with the Waleses, but they fall short every single time. And Meghan and Harry are running out of options. And the only way for them to make money is to continue to keep trashing the royal family. And I believe that we're going to see some of this damage happening in this book by Ahmed Scabies, or Scrappy Doo, as I like to call him. I will be paying attention a little more to the tabloids here when it comes to William and Catherine to see what is being said about them. I mean, normally the articles are with praise and they don't have the element of anything bad against Catherine. They always show her with George and how she prioritizes being a mother, especially in People magazine. So this was surprising to me to see that they're bringing up the element of racism again, which we all know that this is what Meghan has anchored herself down with in order to gain the popularity, or at least what she thought would gain the popularity in America, because everybody's so racist. in the United Kingdom that she wanted everybody to believe that they were racist against her, and still playing this victim card, which nobody believes at this point on both sides of the Atlantic. I think the biggest reason why Meghan and Harry focus on the youth is because the youth didn't care about Meghan and Harry when they got married and didn't care about the royal family in the United States. And their thought process is that they haven't been exposed to any of the lies that they told and pretty much feel like they're a clean slate for them to push their propaganda and also make the impression before William and Catherine get to make the impression. And I think that they are desperately trying to gain some traction, but they're failing once again because anything that they have done this far has been disingenuous and not authentic. In fact, it doesn't even connect with the youth, even though they're trying so desperately to do so. And the reason why is because they don't believe in what they're doing, and it's all very much for their selfish intentions, and people can see that. People can naturally see that they are trying to scam and grift off of anybody who is vulnerable. And this is why no one can trust them or want to work with them. But what do you guys think? Do you see similar tabloids in other countries that are talking about Catherine in this way? Do you believe that Meghan and Harry's PR team are behind seeding this article? Who do you think is the royal source? Do you think it's Scobie? I think it could be him. But definitely leave your thoughts below, and please don't forget to like this video so it can reach more people. And as always, I will be back with more content. But until then, please be safe, and I will talk to you later. Bye.
I was such a fraud.